Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 23 of Total War Warhammer. We are about to do a siege. We could wait for them to surrender, but we haven't had a really good fight for a while and I've never showed you guys a siege. They're almost dead anyway, but we will now go ahead and fight this battle. They've taken a lot of attrition. If we go in and fight this manually though, we can get it over with in a couple of turns quicker, plus of which we might actually gain some experience. So this is the first actual siege battle that I've done. The first thing you'll notice is that the area of deployment is not square. I've never seen the Dwarven siege towers before. These things are awesome. Look at those. Let's go and get rid of you. Let's go and get rid of the interface. These are our siege towers. These are what we use to get onto the walls. These things are amazing. Look at the battering ram. These things look bloody awesome. Honestly, I've never seen these before. I've seen which are the ones that I've seen before? I think the Vampire Counts ones, which are just sort of like wooden and look really, really weird. I'm so happy to have these. This is going to be fantastic. So let's go ahead and make. You'll see that most of our units are actually manning these things. In fact, I don't think we have enough units to man all of the ones that we have. We do need to try and move forwards with everything. Our grudge throwers probably don't want to move forward. So what I am going to do is I'm going to select everything. With the exception of the grudge throwers. Let's get rid of the grudge throwers. Okay, and we are going to start the battle. Now I'm just going to quickly pause up here because I want to try and get all of these things. Now some of these don't have anybody working them, I don't think. Oh, these are pickaxe infantry. So let's try and get on the wall. I might have overcommitted and built a few too many of these things, but we'll do what we can. Now the thing is, they do have defences, and their defences are going to try and shut these things down. So, you know, they will start to get fired upon, and quite quickly too. So we'll start trying to move in with some units. We've also got our battering rams. We've got 3 battering rams. So we want to head for the doors with the battering rams. We'll have 2 going for this door, in case one doesn't make it. And you guys... I don't know, that door's a little bit far away. Probably don't want to try that. We'll just go all for this door. So let us go and play. We'll now start moving forwards with all of these. This one isn't moving. So let's try and get you over there. So we've got a few that aren't doing anything. Let's move you forwards as well. Oh, you're going that way apparently. That's fine. Obviously we do want to move forwards with our leader. Will you go away please? So we probably do want to move you guys in just in case they do fall. We've uncovered hidden troops. Can we start firing at those gatehouses with the grudge throwers? We can indeed. The grudge throwers tend to be better against infantry, but we can start firing at these things. Now you can see they do have some units on the walls. In fact, we can get our grudge throwers to actually fire at the units on the walls, which might be a slightly better idea. So instead of firing at the actual gatehouse itself, just fire at the units on the walls. So what we need to do in order to win this battle is either defeat all of the enemy troops or get into the city. I love how you can... Let me just pause this again for a second. I love how you can tell that this was clearly a Dwarven city, but it's now been taken over by the Greenskins because they've painted their iconography all over everything and they've broken walls and, you know, they've put these little sort of palisade encampments up and, you know, sort of torn down the banners. You know, it really does have that sort of look to it. But the actual design of some of these forts is really fantastic. They do look amazing. I love what they've done with it. Anyway, back onwards with the battle here. So our siege towers are starting to arrive and dock with the walls. So what should open now is they should open. Here we go. And output. That is fantastic. I love that. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So we are out and onto the walls. So we want to select these units and start attacking these guys from this side. We've got some units now that can come and start attacking them from the other side. So we've already got a lot of their units kind of stuck in the middle. Let's use these guys to aim. We'll use the Quarrelers to aim for the units that are still down below, because they do have some trolls down there. Now, if you do lose all of your siege engines, which is quite possible, you can use them to... you do get ladders, so a unit without a siege engine can still just climb over the wall. The battering rams are really slow. Let's move our units forward so we can actually get in when the door opens. Grudge throwers are still getting stuff done. Also, once you gain control over the walls, you stop the towers from firing at you, which makes life a lot easier. And then you can actually use the towers to fire on the enemy. So we're just sort of firing all of the units down there. We can get down on the other side of the wall if we want to. Their leader's actually down there. I don't think we can get to him too easily. Let's start getting some of these melee guys down here. Not too sure how we get down. We'll continue to fire at you. Did have some more quarrelers on this side. Yeah, if you guys can sort of fire at him. If you guys can get down. Not the quarrelers, though. You should be firing at the guys on the wall. You guys get down. You finish attacking that unit there. How are we doing with the battering ram? Have we arrived yet? We have arrived. The battering ram is battering the gate. It's doing some very strange animation glitches there. Not too sure what was going on. But we are totally smashing down that wall. Could never get the zoom, the forward movement to work properly on this. But yeah, that gate's not going to last much longer. Do we see the damage of it? Oh, it's doing okay, I suppose. So how are things going on over here? Gates are... They're not my gates, surely. So let's move in with these guys now. We can abandon the siege engines. We'll go in after these guys. We are starting to get down off the walls. So we want to be going for their units. Why are these guys just standing around not doing anything? It's like they've totally given up. The AI is definitely a bit derpy in some regards. We might not even have to go and hold the point. We might just grab it automatically based on the fact that we're wiping out all of their units, because I think the only unit they've got left is their sort of hero unit at the moment, their general, which is about to get wrecked in amazing fashion. Dwarves coming in from all angles. Definitely a lot of orcs falling there. One left. Down he goes. That unit is completely wrecked. Although apparently we haven't actually won yet, so let's get everybody over here. It's quite possible there are some more units defending that I just have not seen. Got some units up here on the walls. You can go and get in there as well. How did I get miners in all the way over here? You guys get back in. We should be fine. Let's go and speed things up. We'll just go and get everybody there as quickly as possible. I don't think they have any units remaining. Certainly haven't seen any. Oh no, they do have a few units actually on the point, so that's why that was happening. These should be relatively easy to take out. They've actually got trolls there. I'm surprised by that. These guys are all going to get wiped out long before they get anything done. Now, miners aren't really too good against trolls. Let's get you guys out of there. Do we have any slayers? We've got some working around from the far side. We do have a victory, though. They have finally broken. So we can go ahead and end that battle. So that's basically a battle against a garrison. Or a battle against a fortified settlement, a siege battle. They only took 87 losses. We did get a decisive victory there, which is nice. We gained a tiny little bit of loot, quite worthless. Again, we wiped out a pretty major garrison. I think they had a little bit of an army there as well. Did we gain a rank? Now then, we want to loot and occupy it, I suppose, for 5,000 gold. It'll give us a lot of public order, but... or we could sack it and then occupy it. Let's do it. We're going to sack it. And then we'll attack it again and occupy it. So we'll go back in, and this time we will occupy. So that will give us some public order problems. But we've just suddenly gained a lot of money, which we are going to need to spend. Public order is actually going up, which is nice. So what do we want to build here? We probably want to get a... well, we will have public order issues, so let's get a... Do you want to get a refectory there? Let's get the stonecutter's shop, actually. Public order shouldn't be too bad. It will start to go up. I mean, it is going up now, even though we've got some penalties. So I'm not going to push south just yet, because we do want to recover a little bit there. We have managed to take this... where's our army up here? Oh, we're sieging, aren't we? That's what we're doing. We're actually up here sieging. Can we go and attack you? We can attempt to assassinate you again. Only a 21% chance that that's going to happen. And a 6% chance... let's roll the die. Sometimes it works. No, it won't let me do it on this turn. Okay, what else can we build up in some of these provinces? I think what we might do is build the engineer's workshop up here at some point. We can definitely start upgrading some of these. Now, do we have a siege workshop somewhere? I don't think we do. Thunderers and cannons. And it'd be nice to be able to get up to all these things. So yeah, we'll start working on a siege workshop here. We can upgrade you, and we probably will. Can't do an awful lot here yet. Upgrade you to level 2, I suppose. Leaves us with a little bit of money. Where's our army? You are there. Recruiting units very, very slowly. They're so expensive. But we will go ahead and get you a couple of longbeards as well. Okay, let's end the turn now and see what happens. Our income's pretty solid at the moment. So having that third army is not a bad thing. But yeah, we want to try and take this one next. Again, it's another... All of these ones over here have got garrisons and they're fortified. So they're all going to be sieges, which is the thing that annoys me the most. There is one over here that is not fortified that we could potentially go and take with our sort of smaller third army. Block army failure. That is unfortunate. We've lost the minor trait. +5 leadership, -3 public order. We'll go for the extra public order, I think, at the moment. Rank gained. Christopher Lowe, the Orcbane. Where are you? You are there. You get a new rank. And I think we give you Foe Seeker. So it's basically an augment ability that gives you charge bonus, speed, and vigor. So yes, we definitely want to have that. Still some population surpluses around. You could go up to rank 3. We've got the money, we've got the income. Let's start upgrading these places. Then Silver Road will all be sort of fully upgraded in terms of the number of the settlement sizes. Yeah, you have a siege workshop, which we're probably not going to need. So what we'll have to start doing is going around and looking where we've got multiple buildings where we can get rid of them. And so just look at that one. Monument of Grimnir. Well, what does that actually give us? +2 experience for Slayers and a reduction in Vampiric and Chaos Corruption. Probably is worth getting at some point. Let's just have a quick look and see what we've got down here. So Black Iron Mine. Black Iron Mine does have a bigger garrison, but we might be able to take that. Spike Peak is where now? I can't even see that one. If I click on it. Oh, Spike Peak is all the way down there. Looks like those the purple dwarves are dealing with that one. There was one other one up here that is fairly easy for me to get, I think. Or did we already get that one? Was it Crag Dron? I thought there was another over here. There's definitely Grom Peak. That should be easy. Mount Gunbad's going to be a little bit of a pain, but I think we can get rid of it. Yeah, I don't think wiping the greenskins out is going to be a huge problem. We've still got to be careful. Now, I want to keep my eye on what is basically going on over here. You guys have almost completely recovered. Now then, how's the public order here? Provincial instability -1 per turn. Military presence is giving +18. Which is really good. Now, if we left, that would go down quite considerably, but that provincial instability is burning off at 1 per turn. And public order is stabilising, and yeah, we can't really build the refectory there either. We could untax it. It doesn't give us that much income. So we could turn the tax off there and move this army out. This army is pretty much healed up. And I want to see what happens if we go to somewhere... Oh, so you can colonise the settlement for a gold cost. Okay, that's fine. So what do we need for this one? This is the Bitterstone Mine, which is owned by the Purple Dwarves. And then there's the Dragonhorn Mines, and there is the Stone Mine Tower. Where's the Stone Mine Tower? Can't see that one. The Purple Dwarves have that as well. So we probably do want to go and raise that. Not necessarily straight away. I think wiping out the greenskins is a slightly more important thing to do. So let us sort of move forwards. We'll start heading down here. We'll go and siege out Galbaraz. And then we've also got Gorgazan down here as well. Savage Orcs. This area is sacred to the Savage Orcs. At some point, the Greenskins' tribal migration will bring them to this area. This may provide a unique building chain. Interesting. Okay. Let's end the turn then. I don't see what else we can do right there. Just need to go off and win some more sieges, basically. We will probably try and get those other buildings later on when we can. Those other settlements. We do want to just try and push them back to the south. You want a defensive alliance. Is that because you are being attacked by the vampire counts? You probably are, because you're kind of stuck in the middle of all the vampire counts. I'm going to decline that for the time being. I don't really want to be pulled into a war with the vampire counts at the moment, because I'm doing my best to try and fend off the greenskins. Well, not fend them off. I think we have an advantage now, but I want to make sure that I keep that advantage. The Empire and Middleland have made a confederation. Chaos problems with Chaos. Yes, peace negotiated between Karak Kadrin and the Vampire Counts. Construction is complete of a siege workshop. Now then, we've got to be careful how far we move, because we do take attrition. In order not to take attrition, we need to use encampment stance. Immune to attrition, but we can only use 50% of our movement. So the amount we can move and still be able to encamp is really, really small. So that's going to be problematic. Let's just go over here to the east and see how we are getting on with this particular thing. What do we want? Do we want to try and attack you again, possibly? 41% chance that we'll assassinate you. I don't think you're worth the effort. I'm just going to go and put you back into my army. Can I not? Oh, I need to select the entire group. There we go. So, I'm not worried about the garrison. No, that's the army. The garrison's quite hefty. So we definitely need to keep sieging these guys out. We definitely cannot afford to directly attack them. If they sally out, of course, then it'll make them easier to defeat. This army up here is building up so that it can come and probably attempt to take... I don't know what we'd want to take. Grand Peak is going to be difficult to reach. I don't know. I have to give that one some thought. I don't know if we can take... Well, we should be able to take that one. Obviously, that belongs to the Orcs. So if it belongs to the Orcs, we can take it. What else can we now build? This one has upgraded. So we could go ahead and get... we don't have any training fields at all in this area, do we? Or sparring chamber. That's why we can't recruit even the most basic units here. So let's go ahead and build that. And on to the next turn. Still got a few turns remaining before our technology is done. Yeah, Greenskins just using their heroes to go around and basically try and be a pain in the arse, but I'm hoping that it's not going to be all that effective with any luck. Looks like the purple dwarves are attacking Karak Azul. Now, of course, we can always try and confederate them once the Greenskins are wiped out. Either that, or we'll have to go to war with the purple dwarves. Block army failure. He does keep failing that, which is good. Population surplus in the Eastern Badlands. Unit recruited Slayers. Let's go and upgrade that again. It will give us more of an income. Or do we want to go up to the getting Quarrelers? I think, yeah, we probably want to do that. So your army's getting... It's still a fairly small army, don't get me wrong. But at least now you can probably do local recruitment. You can. You get yourself 2 more dwarf warriors. That'll help. Let's have a quick look down here on the south, because we do need to keep sort of heading down this way. So we're currently encamped, which means we can't move. So we want to be on no stance. And again, we want to save 50% of our movement. So we're going to go down to there. And we want to... why all of a sudden is it just used... I was going to say... I can move that far. That should be enough. And then I can encamp again. We don't take attrition when we encamp. Now there's an army down there. Who are... Oh, Chaos is down here. The armies of Chaos are down in the south. How did those guys get down there? That's a little bit worrying. Guess there is a lot of Chaos corruption down here. Okay, maybe I don't want to push this far south then. Maybe I just want to take this stuff and try and defend it from Chaos to the south. We definitely want to take the rest of the stuff down here in the mountains though. There's no doubt about that. But that is something that we will look at in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Total War Warhammer. I'll see you next time. And until then, goodbye for now.